Welcome to Pirate Soccer TV, the live webcast of the Fairhope High School Pirates. My name is Hannah Roth, and I will be your host as we look at the 2009 soccer season. On the girls' side, Coach Steve Morsani is beginning his third year at Fairhope High School. In his first two seasons, his Lady Pirates were 6A Section 2 champions and undefeated in section play. And this season, Coach Morsani and his squad have their sights set on a third consecutive playoff appearance.
Wright and Devin Leggery have done a fantastic job. You know, Chris Crawley has adjusted very well, I think, to her role as team captain. Keeps people focused, you know, and I think when Allison gets out there, she's only going to make things better. Allison's kind of a natural leader in her own way, and I think it's a good dynamic. I think our four seniors work well together, you know. I mean, I don't know that I necessarily have a captain. I've got four leaders. I mean, I got four leaders. That's what I'll say. I've got four leaders of this team. They'll all be the captain's man throughout the season. But any one of those four girls, I feel very comfortable giving them things to do. They go out and get the team set up and ready to go. I think they do a fantastic job. It's getting a little tougher this year. You know, we lost Lauren Marsh. Graduation, she's out in South Alabama, and that it's interesting because when I had players like Lauren Marsh and Mandy Martin, I probably could have ratcheted up the difficulty level of our schedule, and we would have been able. This year, we got our work cut out for us. We're playing John Carroll, we're playing Grissom, we're playing Trinity Presbyterian. We're playing a team out of Georgia, Alpharetta High School. We play Thompson High School. You know, we have McGill in our section. Our schedule got a little bit tougher this year. Actually, got a lot tougher. I'm not gonna mince words there. Our schedule did get tougher, and hopefully our girls will rise to the challenge. I mean, they're definitely eager to get out in the field and prove themselves. You know, they feel like they could be a top 10 team. They feel like they could contend with anybody in the state on any given day. And I don't know that we're there yet, but it's still early. We've got all season to get to where we need to be. We've got all season to get to playoff form. And schedule definitely is tougher, but I think we'll be up to the challenge even without, you know, prolific goal scorers and an experienced goalkeeper. You know, I have 5 freshmen on varsity, and at any given time I'll probably have at least 3 on the field. It's going to be tough, but the good news is all 3 of those freshmen, I should say, played Division I State League this year. In the fall, and that's going to help them because they're going to be used to playing this good competition that we're going to face this year. If we can keep the injury bug, fend it off, I think we'll have a good season. You know, it's going to be tough to win the section, but our goal is to win the section and go play for a state championship, and that goal is not going to change whether McGill's in our section or out of our section. We're going to have to be creative with how we score goals this year. We've been working on that. Allie Griffin's done a nice job of stepping into the attacking center midfield role, and we'll try to get her utilized. And we're going to have good wing play. You know, our guy Kristen, you know, we'll figure in the attack. Our backs are a little more comfortable this year. They're starting to figure out, you know, our defensive scheme, trying to play a flat zone system as opposed to a man marking system, which I'm not opposed to. I like the offensive benefits that the flat defending system gives us. And if we can put the pieces of the puzzle together, I think we're going to be extremely competitive. And I hope we have a good season. I think we're going to.
And the Lady Pirates kick off their 2009 campaign on the road Wednesday, February 11th against the Bayside Academy Admirals at the Bayside Campus Stadium at 5 p.m. The Pirates have beaten the Admirals in their last 2 outings. The girls varsity will play again on Friday and Saturday as they compete in the Southern Shootout soccer tournament. A complete schedule of the tournament games can be found at www.southernshootout.net. On the boys' side, the Pirates will be competing for the 5th straight playoff appearance. The boys have been 6A Section 2 champions 4 out of the last 5 years. Last season, Coach Paul Stroud's charges exceeded expectations and earned the trip to Huntsville for the Alabama 6A Final Four.
Kids are a lot of fun to be around. For the most part, they're good-natured, happy-go-lucky. The problem you have with them, and it's not a bad problem to have, is to keep them focused on the task at hand and keeping them from enjoying life so much. Because if it was up to them, they'd come down here and play and just have a good time. But when that's the worst problem you've got as a coach and as a teacher. You're living a pretty good life. My chances for this year is kind of hard to tell because, last year we were supposed to be down, and that was by far the best season that we've had since I've been at Fairhope. So we're young in some spots, but I feel pretty good about our chances. McGill coming in is going to add another variable to that equation. It's never easy to go to Mobile and pull out a win. Robert Stell and Daphne aren't going anywhere either, and Foley's just waiting. Once Foley wakes up, they may very well be the most talented team in this county. So, with that being said, I like our chances. My seniors, Nate Haywood is, everybody loves Ryan, and Ryan scored a lot of goals. I think Nate is the best soccer player that we've produced here. I think the kid started every game but maybe 5 in 4 years, and that's a statement. I mean, that really is a statement. I know last year I broke Daphne coach's heart. He thought he was a senior when he was a sophomore. Then last year he was convinced he was a senior, and last year I got to tell him he had him 1 more year. So Nate is by far, he's the anchor of the back. JJ is a perfect running mate for him. They worked together last year very well. They complement each other very well. And Kyle Sharon is a tremendous goal scorer. He moves exceptionally well off the ball. He's got a very powerful, accurate shot. Kevin Hickman will be running up top with him this year. Kevin moves very well off the ball. Kevin's a worker. Kevin's just going to grind people to dirt. He's just going to grind them and grind them and grind them. Riley Garvin is back on the team, which is very good news for us. He's going to help anchor down that midfield with London Vicker, who's also going to be in the midfield with him on the right side. Riley will be in the middle. So I'm returning 2 very good keepers that are both seniors, Ty Malagani and Thomas Kinsey. We're very fortunate because most times when you have 2 keepers, there's a little bit of edge between that relationship. Those guys struggled together as sophomores patching in for Steve Pearson. So there was a real bond built by those 2 that are still very much in existence today. So that's a good thing. So we're very fortunate to have both of those guys. Colin Hunt is also a senior who got significant playing time last year when he wasn't injured. Expecting a lot of good things from Colin. He's been banged up a little bit preseason. Pretty sure he's going to be healthy here in the next couple of days. Delivers probably the best cross on the team, and he's got a really nice pace to him. So Colin and London is going to be a nice combination coming at folks on that right side. Ivan Uribe. Ivan Uribe is probably the most improved player on this team. Ivan came out his sophomore year and didn't make the squad. Last year as a junior, he made the squad and has really developed. And I think if Ivan doesn't start and he's right in a position to do so, he's going to earn some very significant minutes and truly be able to contribute to this team. And if you saw Ivan 2 years ago, I couldn't make you believe that. And that's just a testimony to how hard he works and how badly he wants to be out here. Coach Bob Keyser is the boys' head JV coach and my assistant, and quite frankly, I'm not sure if I could have done this job the last 3 years without him. He's a tremendous help and huge asset. Good friend, but he's a better coach, and very happy to have him. And Gerardo Flores is helping us practice. He doesn't coach, but he's a technical advisor, which we've hired this year, and he's really helped both Bob and I a lot preparing training sessions and helping us monitor those things. And a couple of times he's taken a few kids off to the side and just worked on particular issues with them, which is, partly what the JV team's all about, is getting folks who have potential to play ready to play.
This year, Coach Stroud returned 15 players from last year's squad, including 7 starters. The Pirates opened up their season against Murphy High School on Tuesday, February 10th at 6:30 at Cottage Hill Park. The Pirates JV will take on Murphy's JV at 5 p.m. immediately before the varsity game. The boys varsity will also play the Southern Shootout this weekend at Tryon Park in Daphne. Well, that's our report on the Fairhope High School Pirate Soccer program as they wrap up the preseason. Join us again next week here on Pirate Soccer TV as we recap this week's games and look forward to week 2. For up-to-date information on Pirates, including scores, game reports, and photos, check out PirateSoccer.com, your online home for Pirate Soccer. This is Hannah Roth reporting for Pirate Soccer TV. Go Pirates!